Hey everybody, welcome back to XCOM 2. So, we've had an influx of the Addams family. That was a sentence I never thought I'd say. In the past episode. And Fenrir has just been coming up in leaps and bounds. Mostly leaps and punches, if I'm honest, but, you know, leaps nonetheless. So the question is, where do we go now? Now, we're kind of on low funding. We only have 21 intel and only 16 supplies. Our contacts are at maximum. Our alloys and Illyrium aren't too bad, but they could be a lot better. And we've got 4 days for this. That's going to get us a bunch of supplies and a bunch of Illyrium. Not many alloys, but we're going to need those. And then we've got a supply drop in just over a week that'll give us a ton of supplies again. So what we need to do, I think, is more or less focus on getting our contacts opened up. So we might need another engineer to stick into here to get 4 more contacts. Or, well, rather, and I should say, if we go into engineering, get our build items, our weapons, we're still missing Fenrir's plasma upgrade. We're still missing the Gremlin Mark III, which is a marked improvement for a lot of things. We can upgrade the Shadow Keeper that Shisai was using, and we still really want to get into psionics, but that's going to require a whole new building, so that's something to be concerned about. Other than that, there's really nothing in here that terribly interests me. But I still want to try and get a hold of a acid grenade, and maybe even some venom rounds, because they actually inflict the same debuff, but yes. So, with that in mind, we've got 2 days till the Advent turret breakdown comes back. I actually don't know what that's going to do for us, but we've got 4 days left on this little intel roundup, so how are we on dark events? Okay, got plenty of time. Okay, so spin.
I am sure you will find the results to be as intriguing as I do, Commander.
New facility available, defense matrix.
Stationing completely autonomous weapons in close proximity to the people in those cities. Really
well, they're
shows you
presumably
how much
attached to a network. Like, clearly, we know the enemy Advent troopers have a network established, so quite probably those turrets are attached to them. They're not completely autonomous. They're still mildly disconcerting and tremendously irresponsible, but not autonomous. But anyways, this is used for the base defense missions where we get knocked out of the sky, hopefully never again. And they're just, like, handy, but you need to install them as a building, and it's not terribly worth doing so, I gotta say. Data cache decryption gives us a bunch of intel, so let's go with that.
I foresee a number of valuable applications stemming from this technology. I'll have a report assembled as soon as the research is complete.
Not terribly much else we can use here right now. That, I think, gets us a beacon of some kind. That gets us a new, like, super suit. And that probably, I'm guessing, unlocks the top tier of Psi-Amp for our psionic troopers, but we don't have any.
I'm pleased that the research advances.
Yep, I'm sure you are. Continue spinning. Oh, yay. That's good. That means that's over. Hooray! So we have 155 supplies now, and I'm going to spend those by building a workshop here, which might seem a little bit of an extrapolation, but I promise you there's a reason for it. Actually, 155 supplies, could we put that somewhere else? We also now have idle people, so let's put one of them in there, get our resistance contacts back up, and same with the power relay. Get Macintosh in there. Tons of power now. Lovely. But yeah, if we go to engineering, build items, weapons, so we can't get Fenrir's upgrade yet. We could get the Gremlin Mark III, we could get the powered Shadow Keeper, we can't get both. Now, upgrading the Gremlin doesn't do much for our support specialists, but it does significantly increase the hack score that they're associated with. So consequently, if we give a Gremlin Mark III, we should see greater chances of hacking stuff. Currently, we don't actually have anyone that hacks. That must be said, but Probably worth getting that sooner rather than later, but I do want to put up the powered Shadowkeeper for now. So let's build that. Good. And meanwhile, if we go to Guerrilla Tactics, nope, not what I'm wanting. Heavy in here? Nothing I can either afford or grab. Actually, no, I can grab all of them. I just don't have the supplies. That's kind of okay, honestly. I know there is somewhere that we retrain people. I just don't quite remember where it is. It might be an upgrade or something. It's fine. It's fine. Back to the geoscape. So now we've just got the Illyrium phase cannon, and then presumably the gremlins, and that's it.
Strategic resource located.
This is such a lovely piece of art. It just raises so many questions and concerns. 50 intel. Ugh.
East Asia.
Honestly, that wasn't terribly worth it. Also, didn't I put somebody in my contacts? Why is it telling me I've got maxed? Oh, there we are. Okay. There. Plus 2 contacts. Great, now I can actually start to make, like, some headway on this. Doesn't this require an engineer? No. Who? I know there's a room where you can retrain soldier abilities, and I want to say it's the Guerrilla Tactics tool, but it might... Could it be the Advanced Warfare Center? I could have sworn I had one. Apparently not. Okay, so we need to get on building one of those at some point in the near future. Ew. Yeah, it must be the Orc, which again, I could have sworn I had. Weird. I don't remember the top right being empty. Anyways, we've got nothing going on, but we do now have the capacity, at least, to start opening up a contact here. So let's go with right here. 180 intel. Of course there's a hiccup in that plan. Eek. Okay, gain intel it is then.
I am sure you will find
Speaking
the
of,
results to be
74
as intriguing
intel.
as I do, Commander.
Lovely. 5 days, 5 days, 6 days. We'll
Presumably,
go ahead.
the name chrysalid derives from assumptions made previously about the creature's unusual means of reproduction. Although rumors have long prevailed about the existence of zombies created as a byproduct of the chrysalid gestation, recent reports seem to indicate a new, equally disturbing means of propagating their species.
Oh? Could you... I'm guessing you'll elaborate a bit on that when we actually get done. But Eep? Okay, still... We could go to the black market and see what's going on there.
New course.
Market is open.
What have you got? You got an engineer. Could rush the chrysalid autopsy, but that's not terribly useful. A superior stock. Ooh. Those are handy. So the superior stock, the stocks add more damage on missed shots. Superior stock, I think it's free damage. Also scope, or the autoloader. Gonna buy a stock. And gonna see what we have to sell, because I imagine it's a fair bit. We're not doing anything with chrysalid corpses, or Archon corpses, or sectoid. We're honestly not doing very much of corpses at all, because we're only interested in just beefing our weapons, more or less. So that's 160 odd by itself. Not interested in the faceless, they're for mimic beacons. Exosuit, we'll keep it. Gatekeeper, sure. Yeah, just confirm that. Okay. So let's go back out here. Grab ourselves a new gun.
Hey, Commander.
For Fenrir. Actually, no, we're still shy for the... Oh, wow. Okay. Grab ourselves the gremlin, then. I doubt we'll complain. And how much is it for the orc? I guess, I'll say, I could have sworn it was an actual thing that you, like, were told to build that ages ago. But... very strange. Okay, who's at resistance comms? Because we're not doing that for a while, apparently. Okay, down to 11 days. Woohoo! We're like 10 minutes into this section. I'm surprised we've not had any kerfuffles. I'm terribly accustomed to there being
Setting
kerfuffles.
course for East Asia.
Right, gain intel. Oh, Schwartz is back. Oh, nice! This AI-assisted high-explosive shell launcher can guide its explosive projectile around obstacles to ensure maximum target impact. Basically, it's a missile that can't miss. That's pretty sweet. It can go around walls as well. Very nice. Hold on, people back from wounds.
Incoming message
Aha!
for you, Commander. Patching it through to your quarters now.
I had high hopes for the Resistance under your leadership, Commander, and you have outdone yourself.
You say that so frequently, it's beginning to lose meaning. But, thank you. Whole ton of monies, but we had to pick them up. So, 40 intel on that. Okay, aliens need to overrun XCOM, placing extra chrysalids on each mission. Aliens find a more with resistance, reducing retaliation counter by 2 weeks. Those aren't terribly threatening, I have to say. So, what's going on here? That's not a big deal either. Investigate. We're not doing anything right now. And we need that money. We need that money badly.
I am sure you will find the results to be as intriguing as I do.
So what is this, like,
Even
terribly
my own
thing?
Intellectual curiosity is not enough to overcome my doubts as to whether or not it was really a wise decision for our troops to bring this particular specimen on board the ship.
The chrysalids we see today inject a venom that immediately begins softening the structure of the victim's internal organs, preparing the subject to serve as both the material for a gestation cocoon, and as a ready supply of nutrients for the chrysalid young. Should the victim fail to receive the medical support and expire, the cocoon will form shortly thereafter. Assuming the cocoon is not destroyed during the initial gestation period, we can expect up to 3 chrysalid young to emerge after an impressively short period of growth. We have thankfully never experienced 3 of them turning up. Recent reports from the field indicate some form of burrowing behaviour, perhaps another evolution of past techniques, in this case likely for defensive purposes. Our troops will be well advised to watch where they step in the future. Yeesh. And now we have Hellweave. So grants bonus health, also returns damage to any melee attackers, and grants a 100% chance to set them on fire. Handy, but not terribly massive.
I have always been particularly fascinated with this species, ever since the first time I spotted one during my travels. Although I had seen the biomechanical horrors deployed by the aliens during the initial invasion, these creatures appear to be something else entirely. Possessing a certain flair, not typically found amongst the aliens, I found this creature to be of great intelligence, masked by the incredible hold of the Elders.
And you made it smarter and gave it big guns. Oy vey. I love you, Ellen, but please no. And please also never again. Who have I got? Idle staff in the proving ground. Okay, let me put you towards something. I can't put them towards the orc, unfortunately. That'd be nice. I could staff you here, I guess. That's not terribly a concern. Who is in the proving grounds? There you are. Okay. Better now? What have we also got here? Unused lyrium cores? Low intel. I know. I can't do anything about that part, can I? Okay. Monies, please. Lovely.
Setting course for East Asia.
And now to go shopping. Assuming nothing terrible happens right now.
Welcome, Commander.
Yes, engineer and a scientist. Engineer would be nice, but they would just sit idle for the most part right now. Also, that's a lot. So let me deal with everything else I have to do first, and then we'll see. So, the first things first, engineering, build items, weapons, Illyrium phase cannon, and might as well pick up the beam pistol as well for all of our other snipers, although it's a rare thing that a sniper who's not using the Shadowcaster uses their pistol, so Especially now that we only have, like, basically Shisai worried about it. I'll pass on that for the moment, then. And there's Hellweave, which requires chrysalid corpses. Again, we don't really tend to use that much at all. Proving ground. Choose a project. We want experimental heavy weapon. See, we've got two people basically that can have a powered weapon or a heavy weapon, and that is whoever's wearing the war suit, which is currently Mercy and Fenrir. That's basically it. We also have the exosuit, but people don't wear that much anymore. So I'm going to go with the powered weapon.
Sounds good, Commander. I'll let you know as soon as the project is ready for deployment.
And Guerrilla Tactics School, because I noticed there was something in here we could pick up. PCS bonuses improved, combat deaths when wounded, nav, gain frame mobility for 2 bonus, well that's squad hits from 10, additional ammo time loot drop, 10% chance to bonus 10% chance to critically hit enemies. Please. We'll take that. And otherwise, I think the only thing I want to be concerned about is either getting the workshop down here or the Scilabs up here, and I'm gonna go with the Scilabs.
Scilab construction initiated.
That might actually be all that we need, in fact. Beyond that, I think we just need to stick somebody in here. Who do we can get rid of? Let me see. Probably Charlie, I think. Really? You're not gonna let me have anybody? Why not? That's not where I wanted to go, but sure, that's fine. I'll just wait for us to finish the Orc in like 4 days, and then we can go and deal with that. We still have fairly low intel, so continue getting intel. Oh, hello. Operation Unholy Dawn. Rescue VIP from an Advent cell. 9 enemies. Squaddy Emily Hill. Sharpshooter. 100 intel. To deal with a Sectopod, elite shield bearers, elite troopers, and this is definitely a pretty much keep 'em running mission. I'm honestly tempted to say this isn't worth it, but no, that genuinely isn't worth it. That is not worth the danger. Hey! Come back to base again. Okay, fine, we'll do it. For a squaddy? Really? Right, catch you in a moment then.